This Taylor Swift album is phenomenal. Wakey wakey, snakey snakey. Taylor Swift's new album is out. Okay, let me crack open my preferred music platform, the largest streaming service in the world. Impossible to ignore, just a normal person who pays for only one. Hey, you stupid fucking idiot, the album's not out yet. But she's been spamming all week about it coming out, blowing up your newsfeed on every social media site. No, it's not out. She's fucking lying. I looked. It's not here. You see, this is the problem with artists being detached. They don't even know the date of your fucking album dropping. You're tweeting shit out. Bullshit. The fuck am I supposed to do? Oh, it is out. It's just on Apple Music. I don't have Apple Music. That's it. Give me something I can fucking choke. Hey. You know, you probably could write this off on your taxes. It is kind of your job. Shirt hood. How do you know anything about that? Also, there's a student discount. Okay. And a 3-month free trial. That's definitely enough. Alright. Heard it's a pretty hot album. You can put it on.
The flames on my skin, crimson red paint on my lips. If a man talks shit, then I owe him nothing. I don't regret it one bit, cause he had it coming.
What did I just do?
They say I did something bad, and why does it feel so good?
This album sucks. Just kidding. Now that I've gotten your attention, this album's not very good. You've been had once more. My authentic overall reception of the project will be realized throughout the video. Welcome to BedReviews, where we have better views. But now that you've watched over 30 seconds, your brain is programmed to stick around. I made that up. Or did I? You're still here. Taylor Swift is pop music. Everything we love about pop music, right here. Everything we hate about pop music, right here. Let me get out my Taylor Swift plush for this. It's limited edition. There's only like 50. See, Taylor Swift is the kind of artist to never post Snapchats or Instagram stories until there's a single coming out. And then she drops them at exactly midnight. Like 3 10-second things exactly at midnight with a cameraman. I think that's a good... I didn't even get any screenshots either, so you don't even have to believe me. I could be lying for all you know, but you can take her how you want. Every move is calculated, nothing's half-hearted, everything has a lot of thought put into it. Or fake ass, fake corporate business. But she's also the kind of artist to hide away for 2-3 years and just be slaving away, breathing the perfect kind of life into that one song that comes on the radio and makes you go,
Like a perfect night to dress up like hey.
Let's not deny that she lives and breathes this shit. I think she goes on dates and writes music and that's it. Can you imagine Taylor Swift like golfing or something? Like reading? It's weird. We're dealing with pretty much a legend. I don't throw that around. You guys saw, she released a single and it was like international news. It It was the top story of the day. It's not even fucking news. This is weird also because when I think of Taylor Swift, this is what I think of. That's what I think of.
So I drive home alone as I turn out the light.
I put this picture down and maybe get some sleep tonight. I'm the reason for the teardrops on my guitar. You're the reason I'll be shooting at a shooting star. In the night, I just might catch a feeling when I feel I do.
Shit fucking bangs. My brother and all his friends would hang out and just like fucking listen to that CD. Kind of weird now that I'm talking about it. Look, we have here a Taylor Swift album. There are two ways to listen to this. We can put it on at the drive to work, or we can dive into this and just be liable for what we find. What I'm saying is, nobody's making us look this deep into a Tay-Tay CD. Taylor Swift at age 16 was all that I could ask for in a lyricist. She has country in her DNA as an artist, so she can tell a story like nobody's business, but make it feel like it's your business. I said DNA as an artist. I know she's from Pennsylvania and the accent disappeared effortlessly when she shifted into pop. I'm saying as a lyricist, it's what she grew up with. I've always looked up to Taylor Swift as a lyricist. This album's depressing because this is the first time it started to sound formulaic to me. All her personal little pet imageries are getting fucking old. Like, how many times has she said shit about a daydream or a dark room at this point? Midnight, come pick me up, no headlights. It's 2 a.m. in your car. This one just says dark room. And it just continues into Reputation. I get it. It's dark. It's late at night. I get it. It's dark. I'd kiss you as the lights went out. You should think about the consequence of you touching my hand in a darkened room. And she just puts two opposite things together. I touched on this in the Harry Styles one. It's cheap. It's fucking cheap. I don't want your fucking gas station pop lines. Fucking quick trip ass metaphors. You picking these up at the convenience store? Oh, they won't notice. I'm a nightmare dressed like a daydream. I've been looking sad in all the nicest places. When I was drowning, that's when I could finally breathe. We're a crooked love in a straight line down. The more I think about it, the less I know. He's so bad, but he does it so well. I might be okay, but I'm not fine at all. That one's just fucking stupid. It's not even close to anywhere near all of them. And it just continues in this album. You say I did something bad, then why does it feel so good? Our secret moments in a crowded room. Even in my worst times, you could see the best in me. Life was never worse, but never better. I see you've read A Tale of Two Cities. Doesn't make you fucking smart. It's a classic. It's required reading in a ton of high schools. F*** J. Cole while we're on this. Think you're fucking smart?
I definitely did have a goal for this album, and that was for it to be sonically cohesive.
The problem, which was that I have not been making sonically cohesive albums.
Then it really came together as a very sonically cohesive project.
I wanted this album to be more sonically cohesive.
A big goal of mine was to make this album very sonically cohesive.
In the end, we made a really sonically cohesive album.
Why don't you sonically cohese these nuts, huh? I mean, to be fair, she's Taylor Swift. She's probably having to devote a lot of time to eating mice and slithering in the grass. Dark jeans and your Nikes, look at you. No one thinks this. No one says, look at him and his Nikes. How much was she paid for this?
And for me, I have a really strict personal policy that I never name names.
Yeah.
And so anybody saying that a song is about a specific person is purely speculating.
Yeah, right.
Some of the people you've been with, like John Mayer, claims your hit song, Dear John, was about him and he felt humiliated.
Oh, come on.
You like the bad ones too? Alright, yeah, never heard that before. Good job. My drug is my baby. Alright, yeah, never heard that before. Good job. Only bought this dress so you could take it off. Alright, yeah, never heard that before. Good job. Some boys are trying too hard. He don't try at all though. So you can recognize when other people are trying too hard.
The Sleepy's mattress for Mattress Firm sits at the intersection of comfort
and value. But we've got a problem. We're here on Comfort
Charlie.
in Holly, New Jersey.
What up, man?
What the fuck, man? We literally just talked about this. If you drink all the milk, you gotta replace it. The fuck I'm gonna do with these dry ass Cheerios?
I'm sorry. Old Bed can't come to the phone right now.
What?
Why? 'Cause he's dead.
No, fuck that. You can't just do a whole bunch of bullshit and then push your wrongdoings onto some disposable alter ego whose only purpose is to be sacrificed whenever you come under fire.
Hey man, chill out, alright? Look at what you made me do.
I didn't make you do this. All I wanted was for you to listen to criticism and improve yourself. Shedding the skin only makes you more of a snake, you know that, right?
What happened to the southern accent? You either lied to me now or you're lying to a 14-year-old. You didn't grow up in the South. You probably just put that on for the songs. Am I a victim of cultural appropriation right now? Oh, you taking and using this style to get famous, and now that you're rich, you're ditching it? Oh, that is it. That's it. Pennsylvania? Pennsylvania? You weren't on the farm. You didn't raise cows. You didn't raise the chickens. And now you're singing like this? Bullshit. Taylor Swift has always been what I consider to be a master of the diamonds and the third chorus ad-libs. Matter of fact, what's somebody that works with jewels, like diamonds? A lapidary? A lapidary? She didn't invent this, but I feel like she's a significant third chorus lapidary. Here's my favorite ones that she's done. For those who don't know what the hell I'm talking about, when I say diamond, I'm just referring to, in a traditionally formatted song, as the last chorus drops, a note or phrase is drawn out.
Even if it's just pretend. Say you'll remember me. Staying in a nice dress, staring at the sunset, baby.
Never getting back together. Like, ever.
No, we are never, ever, ever getting back together. Won't you come on over, baby? We can shake, shake, shake. Yeah. 'Cause the players gonna play, and the haters gonna hate. Like that, you live with ghosts. If you love like that, blood run. 'Cause baby, we got bad blood. You know we used to be mad love. Or anyone, or anything. Yeah. I knew you were trouble and you walked in. So shame on me now, prove me too late.
She murders it in this album too, most of the time.
No one has to know. In the middle of the night, my dreams, body and soul, and all that I have been waiting for. Oh Lord, save me, my drug is my baby. I'll be using for the rest of my life. Using for the rest of my life. Don't blame me, love made me crazy.
But the reason I'm talking about this is because in this album is the first time she's ever, like, fucked it up. And it's, in the end of Call It What You Want, it should be saying, would you run away with me? Would you run away? Or something like that, you know, like that's what it should be. Instead it goes, would you run away with me? Would you run a woo? Would I run a woo? No, I wouldn't. I don't know what the fuck that is.
You don't need to save me, but would you run away with me? Yes, my baby's fit like a daydream.
It's fucking disappointing. And I know that all the disappointment I'm experiencing from this album is stemming from me having such high expectations for it. And maybe that's unfair to treat our legends like that, right? Everything has to be better than the last one. We're on top of them all the time. What's the next? Is this a masterpiece? Next one's got to be a masterpiece. Maybe we should be given some space and just say, hey, do what you think, and we'll give a listen to it. And we should be grateful when there's any masterpiece. But if every album's not a masterpiece, then why the fuck are they a legend? Yeah, never mind. I will say, she's doing a really good job this time around of not cutting the beat completely just to say some shit that it made me fucking wince. Okay.
Up next, Taylor Swift.
Nice.
Got a new song from Taylor Swift, and stick around for all the hottest celebrity gossip. Katy Perry was seen with who? Stick around and find out. Here's the new song from Taylor Swift.
Oh no!
I stay out too late. Got nothing in my brain. That's what people say. That's what people say.
Huh? Oh, I was just gonna recreate this album cover. It should take 2 seconds. I don't even count it as part of the process because it's so fucking easy. Some light going. Let me put it right about there. Bam! Oh my god, this shit too fucking easy. I gotta, guys, please hold the applause until the very end of the video. Alright, I know exactly what you're thinking, and I agree. Yeah, if there was photography critics, that would be a potential path for me. For every bullshit lyric, though, there's a kind of sweet-ass line that reminds you why she's popular. My reputation's never been worse, so you must like me for me. It's relatable to some groups, but it's pretty unique to her situation. She's definitely someone who can speak on it. Acknowledging an elephant in the room in a way that doesn't stop furthering the story you're telling or divert from your strong suits. This is how the world works. You gotta leave before you get left. Dropping some knowledge while also showcasing the character development here. You did a number on me, but honestly, baby, who's counting? That is a good ass line. Look at me. There's good wordplay and there's bad wordplay. Lil Wayne might say, I love Lil Wayne, but he might say, I fight you over that food. Lunchbox. Lunchbox doesn't actually add anything to the story or what he's trying to say. It doesn't mean anything in itself. It's a poor man's wordplay. There's no actual purpose to it. Eminem might say, pour my half-empty glass in a cup. Now my cup is runneth over. Both the half-empty glass and the cup runneth over are sayings that mean something in themselves without wordplay. There's a connection to be made through wordplay. So the wordplay serves a purpose. It's not just a pun for the sake of a pun. And all three of these components together form a new meaning that's contributing to the story. And that's what Taylor Swift did here, and this is the top of the line pop line that you didn't get from a gas station. This is you sit down at a nice restaurant and you order it, and it comes in a small portion, right? It's one line. You can't ask for there to be one of these in every song. But when there is one, it's really nice. And no fuck-ass lyricist can just have these. You have to have a level of mastery in the art of songwriting to have this, and to recognize its value and to deliver it the way that she did. I think generally if you're gonna have a bridge that's just one line that repeats over and over, it's gotta be really good. This was, and I think she saw that and she said, this is good enough to be a bridge. And so she did that. Taylor Swift is a good songwriter. The ties were black, the lies were white. Again, both of these mean something, connected by the wordplay. Please don't ever become a stranger whose laugh I could recognize anywhere. This one just hurts. And when an artist can make you feel a powerful emotion on purpose, there's a little bit of respect is due to them, I think. Hence Ed Sheeran's career.
Yeah, I swear I don't love the drama. It loves me and I can't let you go. You hate
I just think this song is good because it contributes to the character development so much. It's just a blunt representation of what her character has become and a fun manifestation of it. We can't make any promises, but you can make me a drink. Because all the boys of their expensive cars, the Range Rovers and the Jaguars. Listen to how she says Jaguars.
It's all the boys in their expensive cars with the Range Rovers and the Jaguars.
You'd think I'd fucking hate this, right? Cause Ben hates everything! I wasn't always like this! It shows creativity, originality, like perseverance lyrically, and innovation. You have something you want to say, it's not working with the words in the English language, you're gonna make it work anyway. That's fucking awesome. That's a good line. Wait a damn second, I'm about to elaborate on this. Play the Macklemore clip.
Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give that to the people. spread it across the country.
See, Taylor Swift took something that didn't work and she made it work. You cannot just take something that doesn't work and leave it. Nothing in country do not fucking rhyme. This is not good. This is some idiot shit. This is not excusable if you're from Czechoslovakia and English is your 5th language. This is, you throw a rock at a soccer ball when you're 9 years old and it bounces back to your fucking forehead and your grades start going down. So don't have it mistaken.
You write your own tracks, that's cute, sweetheart, but I'm talking about some big records. I'm talking about country music, that's cute, sweetheart, but I can see it now, sweetheart. I can see it, I can envision it, big records. Oh, I'm talking big records. Look, kid, you coming to me for this advice? Take your clothes off. Take your clothes off. Look, sweetheart, you a sweet girl, that's sweet, sweetheart, but you a bad bitch now. Can you smell the record? Can you smell the hit records? Can you smell the hit records? You wanna be a star, don't you? They're gonna say you fell off, they're gonna say you're losing your morals, you're losing your way, but at the end of the day, we're gonna be the ones with the hit records, okay, sweetheart? Look, kid, step number 3, we're gonna feature a black artist on the record. Rappers on the record. Hip artist on the record.
Sir, I feel like that's fucking racist.
It's part of the formula, sweetheart. A good girl throw through a bad girl, we get a black artist on the record. Don't fucking ask. You're gonna choose from a list of 3 black artists, sweetheart. Quavo, Ty Dolla $ign, and Future. Don't worry, you don't gotta meet him. We're gonna email the version at the whole process.
Look, I don't know about you guys, but something that kept jumping out at me about this project is that it's very sonically cohesive.
Sonically cohesive. Sonically cohesive.
The sonic cohesion and coherence of this project in a sonal way is just off the charts.
Sonically cohesive. Sonically cohesive.
Now, in a sonical sense, she sonically coheses the cohesiveness of the sounds in this album.
Very sonically cohesive.
Sonically cohesive.
You need 2 he's to he together and cohes peacefully to avoid a sonar incoherence. A sonically incohesive project will never stack up to that of a sonical out-cohesion. When reaching a region of cohesion,
sonically cohesive. Sonically cohesive. Sonically cohesive. Sonically cohesive. Very sonically cohesive.
Sonically cohesive.
I'm sorry, am I watching an interview or a commercial for a new fucking Sega game? It's important for an album to have a unified sound and identity. I agree. This one's sonically cohesive. It's just not a great fucking sound. I know she probably feels like she's exhausted her fucking guitar. She made like 3.5 full-length albums of just guitar songs. I feel that. I get that. I get that. But fuck this shit, Taylor Swift. Come back home. Come home. Come back home. You ran around. You did the album with the keyboards and the fucking synth wave, synth pop, the late 80s inspired shit. Okay. Okay, you know what? We liked it. You had fun. We appreciated it. Good music. Come home! Come back home! What's the difference between you now and fucking Selena Gomez? Other than the fact that you're talented. Ed, you're living in the past and being unreasonable. Why do you refer to a valid stylistic decision in this way? Could it be perhaps that the problem is from within? You're getting old. Do you like guitars that much? Or do you feel those days slipping out of your grasp of identity and what you once thought to be self-defining memories fading away? You miss it, and it makes you feel lost to hear bastardized auto-tune warble the voice of your childhood. You're 7 years under Taylor, yet Taylor is 7 years under you. It's because it's not a question of the physical, but of the mental. One is beyond you and one is under your sovereignty. That's where you'll find the stability and the peace that you're seeking. No, it sounds plastic and empty. There's no human connection to be made through these fake instruments, and music is worthless without that. That's fair. But who the fuck am I? Let's take a look at strong tracks off the album. Actually, fuck that. In the song Endgame, there's 3 artists on here. I use that term lightly. I'm just kidding. It is redundant. Redundant. It's redundant. It's redundant. And I got something in my fucking eye. You like the bad ones too? Future jumps in. I got a bad boy persona, that's what they like. Hey, Future, you're breaking it down way too much. You don't tell them it's a persona. You're so dope. Don't overdose. Where did you come up with something so fucking fresh and new? Jesus Christ, it's like I'm like a fucking psycho living in a And Taylor Swift, you are not a bad one, okay? Do you like the bad ones too? Let's say, yes, I do like bad ones. I like bad girls. Then what? Now what? Too bad you're fucking Taylor Swift. Future goes, I got a reputation, girl, they don't perceive me.
Fine. Okay, that's fine. That's an easy shot. It's a cheap target. That's the first phrase you think of when you think of a song about your reputation. And what do you know? Edward hops in. Reputation precedes me. Cool line, dude. Then Taylor Swift comes back in. Reputation precedes me. Okay. The reputation. What the fuck? I can't tell if they did not coordinate this at all, or if they did this shit on purpose and made it fucking lyrically cohesive.
The most important thing in music is how it feels. This is one of the first lessons you learn as an artist, and it's perhaps the coldest truth you have to face. But you learn it fast. And look, I didn't make the rules, but I ain't gonna break the rules. Nobody fucking cares about anything until it makes them feel the way it needs to. This doesn't feel like a new Taylor. This feels like old Taylor trying to be a new Taylor. So, I mean, case closed, kind of. There was never a time where she wasn't vengeful and vindictive.
There's no time for tears, I'm just sitting here planning my revenge. There's nothing stopping me from going out with all of your best friends. I'm sick and tired of your attitude. I'm feeling like I don't know you. You tell me that you love me, then cut me down. She had to know the pain was beating on me like a drum. She underestimated just who she was stealing from. She should keep in mind, there is nothing I do better than revenge. We are never, ever, ever getting back together. We are never, ever, ever. 'Cause baby, now we got bad blood. You know it used to be mad love. So take a look what you've done. I got a list of names and yours is in red underlined. I check it once, then I check it twice. Oh!
There was a much more significant Taylor shift when she moved from country to pop. So let's look at it. She says shit in this album, and I guess she didn't used to cuss. She poetically alludes to sex, and she used to not reference it at all.
She's better known for the things that she does on the mattress.
I didn't notice. Like, on my third listen, I was like, wait a second, has she always said shit, or is this the first time? The baddest thing she's done is date an older guy. I know this because she fucking makes sure you know this. I mean, this is just so fucking stupid. I can't think of a more standard practice in dating. It's almost unusual to find someone that is not older than you. It's usually like that. That's like a crazy fucking disconnect. What the fuck is wrong with you? What earth or what society, what the f***? Like, you're a villain now because you're dating an older guy? No. 25 years old. How are you to know? 25 years old? That's a grown-ass man! That's a grown-ass man! 25 years old, you got a fucking career on the way. You got a house of your own and shit. This is so fucking stupid. The point of this album was for her to be like a cool villain, like badass girl. But in doing this, you've showed us how uncool you are. And we've seen artists shed their skin. That's Miley Cyrus. Now I'm not endorsing that shit because it was fucking gross. But I'm saying that's a transformation. This is not. She just got a different producer. And she didn't even. It's the same guy. They're just doing a little different stuff. If anything, this album has showed us that the old Taylor is very much alive. She is more alive than she has ever been before. Kicking and screaming and thriving and fucking growing. And just like a monster. That's what that is. You can't just put a choker on and now you're a bad bitch. What are we fucking stupid? Then we're gonna buy that shit? I meant that as a figure of speech, but also she wants us to literally buy that shit. Fuck no. Put your fucking album on Spotify. Get over yourself. It's not worth more than everyone else's. I can't even imagine the disappointment if I had spent $13 on this shit. I would fucking kill myself. You fucking stupid bitch. I wanna rip your giraffe neck, long ass arms off and beat you with them until you come out with a good project.
You know, okay, so like when I was in school, we talked about how I felt left out a lot of the time and kids would pick on me and stuff. And I thought when I was younger that ends. Like, the job of a critic is to, say their opinion about music, but it was clear that this guy had like a vendetta. This was like there was much more than him just saying, you know, she needs to work on this, and then a lot of critics will give you constructive criticism.
I want to grab one of your 6-foot-long arms and strangle you with it, but you're so fucking tall and long that I wouldn't even be able to reach your fucking neck.
I felt really upset because it felt like someone was actually just trying to end my career rather than report on music.
This album could have been so good. You were literally so rich. What resources not available?
You can let bullying change you, or you can let it make you aggressive or mean, just like they are, or you can try to channel your pain into something that can do nothing.
If you ask me, the only transformation that was made here is that she killed off one of her strongest appeals, and that was that she had morals and shit and was relatable. As we close out here, I would like to take a look at some lyrics from one of her songs right before she went pop. It's called Girl at Home, and the lyrics go like this. Don't look at me, you got a girl at home. I don't even know her, but I feel a responsibility to do what's upstanding and right. It's kind of like a code, yeah, and it would be a fine proposition if I was a stupid girl. This is what I fucked with. This is what we fucked with. And now it's some fucking bullshit where you're trying to be fucking cool. Fuck this album.
I can't even say it with a straight face.
Oh! Fuck! No, not this shit again! Here, turn it off!
What's happening? What's happening? Is it over? What's going on? What's happening?
Forgiveness is a nice thing to do.
I can't even say it with a straight face.
This is why we can't have.
Let's look at the fucking track list. You know what's great about this track list already? She went ahead and didn't add 3 tracks of just iPhone voice memos of unfinished songs that come on shuffle when I'm in the shower and I can't skip it.
So over the years, a lot of people have asked me to sort of describe my songwriting process from beginning to end. How long does it take? Where do you write? What is it? Or whatever, I don't know. But that's basically just like a really dark, like, lyric, like, bridge thing. And it's about, like, everybody's, like, trying to get in and, like, ruin a love or whatever. And it's like, so I hope you like, it wouldn't be a piano thing. It would be like, like very like beat. This is another way I've written songs recently.
Oh, what the hell? Gotta sit through this shit?
And Jack is one of my friends, and so we were hanging out, and he pulled out his phone.
I don't want to hear this. I don't fucking want
track
this.
The other day. It's so cool. I love these guitar sounds, and he played it for me, and
oh my god, how fucking long is this
song in my head? And I just,
It's all good. I wish you would. Do you like it?
So this next clip is from a session.
This is what you're supposed to do in the interviews. They're not just for you performing rehearsed answers. But I guess you wasn't expecting those albums to be on streaming services anyway. There's the damn thing. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. And I'll tell you something else. This one is a particularly weak track.
This one is fucking trash. How any music professional could ever think for a second that this was worth being on any album, let alone a Taylor Swift one, is disturbing, scary, and stimulative of nihilistic ideas. I'm literally calling this one out as a weak track on the album. I don't even do that. If you wanted to have a song on the album about you having sex because you're a bad bitch now, it should have been fucking nasty. It should have been disgusting and filthy. I should have been able to smell the song while I'm listening to it. This is the weakest sex track that I've ever heard. And if you want to take it in a sweet, beautiful direction, that's fine too. But there's ways to do that. Commit to one. I mean, shit! There should have been fucking details. There should have been a play-by-play, something. I'm soft listening to this shit. Without a shadow of a doubt, the best part of this album is the concept. The overall concept and how each song fits into it. Every single track is contributing to the overall story. A lot. I actually seriously cannot imagine a better track list concept-wise for this album. It's like every dimension is explored here. You know, this is who I am, this is why, this is how, this is when, this is where. It's the situations and events and perspectives that reveal those elements of the story. It's really opened my eyes to the method of just making like 100 songs and then choosing the best 16. I didn't believe in that method because the concepts go overlooked and they come out weak. But she said that's what she does, and assuming she didn't change the process for this one, it came out really well. I'm really impressed. My authentic overall reception of the project is, what a shame. I really love what she was going for. Her whole career, she's been this hopelessly hopeful, naive romantic with puppy eyes waiting for her fairy tale story. Is this it? Is this it? Did I find him? Is this could this be the one? People didn't meet her expectations and she built up a reputation as the crazy ex, basically. So finally she embraces it and lets it consume her altogether and becomes this hyperbolic crazy bitch. And she's like, look at me, look at what you did. This didn't just happen. In the hopes that people would think, you know, what happened? She's martyred herself for the cause into a living comment on our culture of love and dating in society. Yeah, hanging out with Lord too much. What up, guys? I'm Taylor Swift, and you'll go crazy before you find what you're taught to seek. And seriously, I'm so serious. The only problem with this is that she's so indubitably bad at being bad. She's so bad, and she does it so bad. And you know what? I can also mention that what made the world fall in love with Taylor Swift is that she seemed to have this divine ability to capture what you're feeling that you desperately wish you could explain. She lost that here. Taylor Swift is a great artist with the heart of an artist and the soul of a star, but the mind of a child, and she's been growing down in maturity ever since she started. Does anyone else notice this? I think 16-year-old Taylor Swift would be embarrassed at 28-year-old Taylor Swift. Hey, look at this shit. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? The idea of Reputation was almost phenomenal, except for the fact that the message has sort of been done a little bit. She's not breaking out of the glass with a new message here. But it didn't sound that awesome to me. It was very poorly executed. Most importantly, it did nothing to reach out and grab me. I mean, she's sacrificing her persona for the sake of the message, so there's like negative charm to this album. I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to say this. It's not like people disagree with it either. Taylor Swift being cool doesn't work. It hasn't worked. It won't work. This is not a hypothesis. It has been tested. It doesn't matter how hard you shoot it. It careens down so fast and so hard, it spins down. It spins down. And the acceleration at which it fucking propels into its obvious to the naked eye, inevitable ultimate demise in a flaming, burning ball of fuckness. And the townspeople are just like, no, not this shit again. Why? Everyone's on fire. You know, every group she represents, Americans, pop stars, feminists, burning, their hair and face is melting together and molting into one thing. And help! How many times does this have to happen? If Bad Blood was a bullet, this album was like a fucking nuke. Taylor Swift has historically been really good about listening to her critics, right? New York Times and shit. But, like, the Huffington Post doesn't fucking matter. That's just some guy who applied for that job and got it. You know, critics are not, like, fucking better at listening to music. Everybody loves music.
and there's like these 12 fucks who write about it for a living. And you probably fucking pay them, let's be honest. Or you have connections with them and you influence that shit. You gonna listen to these 12 guys, or are you gonna look at your fucking comment sections? Listen to criticism, don't take it personally, just consider it. Don't have your PR people collect all the positive reviews and spam them all over my fucking Instagram where I can't even see what my friends are up to. Cool, I'm glad that the Associated Press likes your fucking album. Man, this list thing really, this isn't working. Music comes out so fast, my priorities have to shift around. To do this chronologically is difficult. I love all of you so much. If you're new, I hope you'll stick around and watch some more bullshit. If not, I understand. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.